Hello, my viewers. Welcome once again. I'm your host, Christine. Today, I'm going to be sharing some tips with my brothers out there and all those other viewers that I might be interested in today's topic. But it's specifically for my brothers who are in the dating scene, or who are, if you're planning on going for a date. Um, Somewhere sometime down during the week or somewhere down the line, I got some special tips for you. But before I continue, I would like to thank you for tuning in, if you're tuning in for the first time, and those who are tuning in for the sixth time, because this is my sixth video. Thank you so much for doing that. Now, if you're tuning in for the first time, I would like to say welcome. And if you're tuning in for the, you've been following my videos, I want to say thank you so much, and please continue. Let's, keep up the support. For today's topic, as I mentioned, I'm going to be sharing some tips that I came across this magazine that I picked up. As for those who watched my previous videos, you know that I've been sharing some tips that I come across through some magazines that I picked out. Tips that I think are going to be useful to me, and also can be useful to you, right? And when I came across this magazine, which is the GQ magazine. Some of you brothers out there might be familiar with it, some might not be. If you're not, you can always pick up a copy for yourself and get some details, some of the information that's in there. It has some pretty neat articles. And it's a guys kind of magazine. So I'm sure if you're a guy, I'm thinking this is your kind of magazine. And also ladies, if you want to check out some, fine brothers or things like that, it has some pretty neat pictures, as we'll be seeing. Now, one of the reasons I picked out, I picked out this magazine, I was drawn to the fact that it has somebody that looks like me. I mean, somebody of the same color, right? And also the other thing I liked about this magazine, it's a pretty diverse magazine. It does have a lot of other races. It's not, although I noticed that a lot of pictures are brothers of color, but it has some other ethnicities that you find in here. But I was drawn to the fact that it had somebody that looks like me. And for those who might know, this is Russell Westbrook. Some of you might know him and know what he's all about. For those who don't, there is more about him in the magazine. The other thing I like about this magazine, it actually smells good. It's one of those magazines that have cologne embedded in the pages. So when every single page you open, you get that nice scent that comes out of it, right? So I like it for that reason. But also, it has some pretty neat, besides the tips I'm going to share with you, it has some pretty neat styles. And as I say, for the ladies, if you enjoy looking at pictures of, some fine brothers, this is the magazine. So it actually has some neat styles for the winter. I believe because those are sweaters. So some neat styles for the winter if you're into that, and if you're that kind of trendy person who goes by trend, I think it has some pretty neat styles. Look at that, right? And if for those who are into the basketball, I'm sure you're familiar with these places. But I also wanted to pick. Oh, look at that! All right, that's pretty. I actually like the glasses. That's pretty cool. And the jacket seems pretty warm, particularly for Canadians. So we know how harsh the winters get down here. So that's a pretty nice jacket. But also, I also like some of the shots that they took of Russo. These are pretty nice pictures or poses that he actually made. Look at that. Looks like the tight jeans are on trend. I don't know. I'm just getting to discover all that here. But I thought I should share some nice other pages. These some other nice styles that I saw they have of him in here. Look at that, guys. Look at this. Isn't that pretty neat? I think this is a pretty neat look. Some brothers may agree, some may not, but I guess it depends on your taste. But I think it's a pretty neat look. Anyways, That being said, there is more interesting stuff in here. When I looked through it, I enjoyed the pictures, but I was like, I'm not sure if there is anything that I can relate it to as a woman, like, you know. But then I said, hey, you know what? When I came across this article, this has to do with some dating tips, and this is from my brothers out there who are in the dating scene. You're going on a date, and you want to, you know, work on your game, right, to make things right, just to make sure that date you're going for goes right. I have some neat tips here. The first phase of tips I'm going to share has to do with the look, which look you can achieve depending on what time of the day or what time of the hour that you're going to meet your date. And the other a set of 5 tips talks about some of the things like how to pick a perfect spot. You know, that's key, right? So I think the ladies will agree with me. If you're going out, if you're going on a date, I think the first impression has to do with how somebody looks. The way they look, definitely that can might change the game, and also the places they pick out and all that. I'm sure there is more, but for today's topic, I'm gonna share the tips in from the magazine here that talk about how to achieve what look you want to achieve and some of what place you want to take your lady. Okay, so here's how the article goes, and I'm gonna quote the article here. So, how to do a first date in the age of Tinder. Yeah, hooking up and getting to the first date got way easier in the past few years. Thanks, and sometimes no thanks to apps. But one thing never got easier, and maybe even got harder. What to do once you get there? Okay, so JQ represents a guide to the physical, face-to-face, real-time, and non-emoji assisted first date. Okay, so here we go. Here's here we go, guys. The style guides to the first date uniform. You matched now. What about your outfit? Okay, so here are three here are 3 looks that the guide kind of has put together to guide you on which look you want to achieve after work, if you finish work, on a Saturday night, and on a Sunday night. And so I'm gonna read some tips there on some tips that the magazine shares about each one of these look. Okay, so here we go. The after work look. If you're a suit kind of guy, all right, leave the suit on, but take the tie off, keeping the top button unbuttoned. If you wear jeans and a t-shirt to work, wear that. Just make sure it's the best version of your everyday outfit. As you know, I mean, dressing up, the way you dress up definitely makes an impression on your first date, as the ladies might agree with me, right? So, this is, I think, a good tip. You want to loosen up, take off that tie, don't come all serious, loosen up. I think your date is going to understand, hey, you know what? It's a Monday, it's a Tuesday. They're going to understand. But I think when you taking off the tie does help you loosen up and, get down to, enjoying the day, right? Now, the Saturday night look. What's the last purchase that you're really excited about? I hope you remember what that purchase was. What's the thing you always feel comfortable in? As ladies, there are certain clothes that you feel make you comfortable when you go out there, like the little black dress that most women want to keep in their closet. And I'm sure there's that particular wear that makes you comfortable as a guy. So so get that look that makes you comfortable. Now, if you don't have anything in your wardrobe that makes you comfortable, the article continues. If you can't answer any of those questions, like you don't remember the last time you purchased anything exciting, or if you don't have anything that makes you feel confident, then you want to go for the Chelsea boots, distressed jeans, and a leather jacket, and then you're done. And it depends. And if it's your style, hey, why not? But it looks like it might work, right? And now here we go for the Sunday look, Sunday afternoon. Show your date that you can relax in style. Wear easy slim sweats like the ones that John Elliott makes that don't signify sweats. And a t-shirt. This is the only dating time when overdressing is worse than underdressing. So guys, I guess you don't want to come on the Sunday afternoon in a suit, or in a with a leather jacket. Or I think you wanna have something. I guess it's gonna be casual. So whatever you call casual, whatever you find casual, based on my understanding on it of it, I think that's what works for you. So you want to go with that. Okay? So those are the 3 tips. For if you're going after work and you want to keep it, don't be so serious. Take off your tie. If you're going on a Saturday, get those jeans, your t-shirt, and a leather jacket. And on a Sunday, get on your shorts. Comfortable, nice, and not too serious. Okay? So now we're going on to our next phase, which is how to pick the perfect sport. As we as ladies might agree with me that the a sport where you both, I think the sport makes an impression on a woman. Again, if you pick the right sport, it's gonna make some kind of impression on your date. So here's what you have to bear in mind when you're selecting a sport, as I'm gonna call. Follow these rules, as valid as they were in the days of yore, to locate the ideal date destination. Okay, so here goes number 1. The bar must offer 2 of the following: beer, wine, or cocktails. I'm sure I'm sure some ladies might say, hey, you know what, a cocktail is good for me on the first date. Some ladies will be a wine glass. So you never know. So you don't want to take chances when you're selecting your venue, gentlemen. You want to make sure this venue has 3 of the above: either beer, wine, and cocktails. Okay, and here what the article continues. Another thing, after thy date's second drink, she shall require a few of thy fries. I guess after that glass of beer or glass of wine or glass of or a cocktail, your lady might want some fries, based on based on the article here. All right. Okay. So number 2, thou shalt not wait more than 10 minutes for a seat. Every minute of idle small talk shall correspond to one fewer blow job down the line. So you don't want to go in a restaurant that makes you wait too long to get a seat, right? I'm sure you know, if you've been to different restaurants, you know which restaurant offers quick service, has good customer care. So I guess you want to select the restaurant that's gonna, is not gonna make you wait for the longest time, right? Okay, so number 3, there shall not be no TV in the bar. Okay, thou shalt not watch the game over thy date's shoulder. Thy date is not fooled by thy lying eyes. Okay, so guys, you don't want to take your date to this place, which has a sports bar or something like that, which has, might have your favorite games playing for the night, and then you take your lady to that, and half the time you're concentrated on the game. I don't think any lady is gonna be impressed by that. So you want to avoid that place that might have your favorite TV show or have your favorite game, because that's not gonna be good. All right. So number 4, the bar shall be close to thy date's place of work. Thy wench can get there easily, but she does not have to tell thee where she lives. Okay? Yeah, you can choose based on if you can choose a convenient place close to where you live, and you don't have to tell the lady, I guess. And lastly, there shall be no trivia. Okay, the drunken masses shall not shout Lusitania and Julia, Louis Dreyfus to the rafters while thou art describing thy backpacking trip in Greece. So my understanding of this is that you don't want to go to a bar that's really noisy, where you have so much background noise that you cannot concentrate, or you cannot uh, um, listen in to what your date is trying to say about herself or about a trip. You want to get a nice quiet place, right? So that you can carry on conversation smoothly without getting all this background interruption, right? So I hope that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed those tips. If you find them helpful, please please share with your friends. And I want to say thank you for tuning in. Please join us on our next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to like. And also tell your friends about this. And for my friends out there, if for anybody, like actually I'm open. If you know you have some nice tips that you can share with me, please let me know. I would like to invite you and have you share some tips with me on my videos. So please leave the comments. And if you're depending on what kind of profession that you're involved in, if you want to share your some tips with my viewers, please get in touch. Again, I'm your host, Christine. Thank you so much, and please stay tuned for our next video. Cheers.